She's popular. Okay, so I don't know which camera to look at. I'm Tina Stuffle with Tina's Fine Arts.
And Lisette Perry here for Peace Sake Wellness Center. All things Flora children's books.
We're both authors. I'm a fine artist, and I am focused on nature art, healing art, and I guess what would we say? I just wrote a book that is every chapter is represented with a symbolic painting, and it's really about healing through traumas and setbacks in life and pursuing your path to your highest dreams. I guess that's and that would just, I don't have a script here. I'm free
She's
thinking.
a phoenix and she rose from her own ashes.
Always rising. I was told once I was like a cat, always land on my feet. I like that one, right? And so how about you, Lisette? You want to tell me a little bit about your background?
I'm all about being for the world's children, and so Flora bloomed out of me.
Remember looking at all three
And,
cameras. We have a lot of cameras
Flora
going.
is a book written in both English and Spanish. You just turned it over, 2 languages, and one which builds a bridge from Atlanta to San Juan.
And it's written in 2 languages.
It's written in 2 languages.
And it's about the spirit of...
Oh, the fruits and spirit of love through forgiveness. But the best part about it, is the most exciting part, is that we have a formal agreement with the National Forest Foundation, and we are restoring and rebuilding the only tropical rainforest in the United States of America, El Yunque in Puerto Rico.
You know, and how crazy is it? Because when did we meet? A little over a year ago, and we just, you meet people in life, and
Right after her book was released, I'll be in the second book.
We released our books 2 weeks ago.
She'll write about me.
She
probably.
thinks I'm going to write another book. Oh, dear God, help me.
And then I'll be in that.
Stop. So anyway, now,
Did I
spirit
tell
of
the
love
secret?
and forgiveness.
Yes.
No, I have no plans to write another book.
Stay tuned.
She's going to get me in trouble.
Stay tuned.
She's going to get me in trouble. Okay, so anyway, yeah, I've got to work on getting this book out first. And it's not on Amazon yet. It's available through my website, by the way, tinasfinearts.com.
And available at 4 Peace Sake Wellness Center
my
in
God.
Marietta.
Yes, and at Robert Kent Galleries in Marietta as well. And then we're looking to, I'm looking to get it into other outlets. I just have a lot of balls in the air right now, right? But we're
juggling.
We're busy women, so we're here to have some fun. We're going to paint. It's a full moon tonight, and we're going to paint it.
Yes.
Before we do that, we're going to do
Some breathing technique.
yeah, and I need it because I've been rushing around and helped one of the galleries I work with. It unfortunately had to close up their doors. Helped them move today.
There's been a lot of that COVID.
Yeah, so while we're talking about that, times are a little crazy here. We should put our cameras close together, shouldn't we?
Okay.
Do you feel like we're just like looking?
I'm good.
I'm recording one. We're going to be able to look at one and do all this
Let's
soon.
just- the middle way.
The middle?
The middle way right there. Just,
Okay.
I'm the Zen one.
I'm the high strung one. We balance each other.
Yang yang.
You ever find that?
Do you
Who
see
else
this?
finds that?
Look. Check this out. Look.
Who else
Look
finds
at-
you have that in your relationships? One is more grounded and chill, and one's
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of
Complimentary.
yeah. So I seem to be the person that motivates people and inspires
She's
people.
Santa Claus, by the way. If anyone knows
She's
her.
crazy. She's crazy.
Look, look.
But I
I'll
do
show you.
love
I'll
her.
show you. Look, she painted this. This is a bookmark, but this is her painting. Look.
Oh, I thought it was only I forgot the bookmark was printed on both sides.
She's Santa Claus.
So anyway, now you made me forget my train of thought.
I do that to her.
We just got past winter.
We were talking
I'm
about
focusing
COVID
on
and some things
spring.
have closed, some businesses
Oh,
have
yeah.
to restructure.
So-
We didn't close. We just reset. We reset.
Yeah,
And we are relocating and things like that.
there's a lot of changes going on.
Changes.
Even my kids, and I've invited some of you to come paint with your kids today. I know that you are having your own challenges with online school. There's so many of us that just our routines have been are turned upside down. We get in routine and habits, and when we change that and turn things around, a lot of people don't go with the flow, don't like that change. And it's posing challenges for kids that need the social interaction. Yet we have to be careful because that we don't spread too much COVID. So there's a lot of people have lost their jobs, people have lost loved ones. There's a lot of energies that are really tugging at us and pulling us down right now. So that's what inspired me to start the Quarantine Creatives group on Facebook, where I initially started streaming this live to. And I have cold chills talking about this because it means so much to me.
Because you're living your soul's purpose.
And so anyway, we just started doing this painting thing to have some fun, and we want to help you learn to navigate these energies and times.
Find a different way to cope.
Yes, it's the negative energy it can affect you if you don't know how to process it.
How to channel it.
And a lot of that is it's what we're going to do tonight, because there's charts, and I don't know, I sent you one before, I don't know who's put out the chart, it's some psychiatrist's book or somewhere somehow, but they've done studies that emotions, your negative emotions and negative like hate and anger are way down here on the lower vibrating energies, and then you've got your envy, fear, jealousy, all that stuff. But as you rise higher into happiness and joy and peace and love, it literally vibrates at a higher frequency. Yeah. And I got cold chills again.
Because God's love, so that's the biggest kind of energy that you can just share with the world.
Right. And so what I have learned myself as a lifetime anxiety sufferer, and I come from a warrior family. I've worked on breaking that mentality, and I've learned breathing techniques that have helped me.
Breath is life, guys.
It's the first thing you do when you come into life, and it's the last thing you do when you leave.
And it's involuntary, but that's how we can manage our stress, by calming our breath.
And if you can just teach your little ones that stress, they need it too. Those of you that have little ones, it's so important. So I think I wanted to dance though. Should we breathe first or dance first?
I want to dance. We got to get the good.
Okay, how about you tell them something while I
Wiggles.
find a fun song?
Okay, I'm going to talk about
Wiggles?
some breathing.
I'm just going to put on
So let me
TV.
tell you a little story. So I did a lot of dancing when I was in high school, modern dance.
Oh God, I got my
And,
breathing on
and then in college, and my professor was like, Lisette, breathe. I'm like, hello. It's an involuntary kind of thing, so I thought I'd be keeled over if I wasn't breathing. So, needless to say, I learned right then and there that you can actually flow and move better. You have to connect the mind to your breath. And so, with a lot of the work that I do as a reflexologist and just helping people with all the things that are happening, even when before COVID, people had stress and people had mind, body, and spirit kind of things, And
I think the good thing here about what really I've learned, I used to be sort of a negative person, I think, because it was just programmed that everything was difficult in life, and it really is a lot of work to change your mindset. So when we change that mindset and we get into that better place, where were we going? I just lost my train of thought.
You're good.
What was the initial subject?
Like the 4 agreements, don't take things personal, and be easier. We're so hard on ourselves. And
we were talking about, you led me to thinking about the fast pace of life that we've been living with technology.
It was such a rat race, and that's why
and
COVID's
it's like the ball
been such
was
an
rolling down the
opportunity
hill faster and faster and faster.
Right?
Yeah.
And what happened when you slowed down? Like for me, I started to say, what
I
was
actually
working in my
enjoyed
life,
it.
what wasn't working in my life, but I had time with my kids.
Yeah, and so pulling that positive out of that and taking the time to slow down and be mindful. It's about being mindful.
Being present in the moment,
It
and
is.
that's in the book, Flora. Sorry.
Yeah. It's not my book, but
But being present.
Yeah, but
because the present moment is a gift.
it is, and it truly, they say, all the coaches and everything, your power is like right here in the present moment. So when worrying about the future is going to do you no good, because it doesn't change a
That
thing.
gives you anxiety.
Yeah,
Living in
and
the
that's
past
me. I was
makes you
terrible.
depressed.
Yeah.
Depressed,
So,
anxious.
Okay.
So staying here is good.
okay, so we do have a painting to do. I think we've blabbed long enough, don't you?
Don't you want to dance first?
We're gonna dance. Who
Okay.
wants to dance with us? Anybody want to dance?
She's
Okay.
picking the music because if it was me,
It's just some stupid song. I don't
Okay.
know what. It's really a 50s. I shouldn't say stupid. It's just, it's not stupid. It's a great song. It's a.
is it gonna make me dance?
I wasn't even in the 50s, and I really don't listen to a lot of 50s music, but this one is just a fun song, and it raises your vibration to dance, so if you want to join in, please do.
I love to bounce. Like that? Bounce, bounce.
Okay, well, this isn't bounce. It's 50s.
I'll sway? What am I swaying? Am I twisting and shouting?
We're only going to dance for a second, though, right? We won't go through the whole song.
I mean,
I don't think so. Right.
we're gonna start like a dancing thing on
Well, why not?
Live?
Okay, come on.
We
Okay.
don't know what's evolving here.
Oh, it's the wrong song, though. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
Here we
Getting ready to dance.
go. Bop, beat it, bounce.
Come on, everybody, wiggle. Get the wiggles
Tutti
out.
frutti.
Oh, chakras, come on! Move those chakras.
Get out of there, girl. Get your face. Where's my mark?
Who's Susie?
Uh-oh. There's a troublemaker.
Susie Q.
You just what to do.
You know, I was born in
Box to
60s,
the
I'm
west.
just saying.
I love this. Tutti frutti.
Oh, rooted.
Okay,
They
that's
want to
enough.
see us.
I can't
Hey.
sing. Everybody probably already left.
Okay.
All right, so. All right, we'll go back. Oh. Oops.
Oh, madness! Oh, madness!
Okay.
I don't even know what I'm painting. What are we painting?
All right, we got some chill music on. I hope it's not too loud for anyone. And why do we have?
We're like Bill and Ted.
We have, like, a dark-
Wayne's World. What is happening here?
You know what I didn't do is shift my studio lights, and it's dark on one side. So give me 1 second, see if I can do that. Put your head. Totally forgot. Oh, now I can't see. I looked right up at the light, blinded by the light.
What the fuck?
I'm not even going to tell you what I used to think that other verse.
I was
Did anyone else have problems with the other
I was
person
thinking
blinded by the lights?
blinding lights by the weekend because it's the weekend, baby.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Calm down.
all right. Here's the first supplies you need. Where did I put the paper towels? Okay. We have not been drinking, I promise.
We
Okay.
are so happy. Okay.
Oh, we forgot our breathing.
I'm breathing.
I like so out of breath it made me think to breathe from dancing. Nothing says you're all like getting out of breath from dancing for a couple minutes, right? All right.
Look, my heart's pumping.
All right. So you do need these. Let's do a quick breathing technique.
We need sour cream. Cottage cheese,
No,
pecan.
not cottage cheese. A template. And I posted. Did you not even read the post in the group? Do I have to do it? All right.
I'm with you.
Breathing technique. Do you want to do this part?
Do you want to lead it? Okay, we're gonna. Okay.
I'll let it last time. You lead it this time.
So we're gonna breathe in your nose, out your mouth, you know, and yeah. So 5 counts. Ready?
I did wrong.
Hold, and then hold it on the bottom breath. That teaches you patience, by the way. Again, up, out, and you just suddenly feel so much more relaxed. See, she's ready.
I do. Okay, I'm all set
That
now.
works, right? Getting oxygen into your lungs and into your bloodstream really can
I bet I
give you
know that too
energy. People go into oxygen tanks to get energized and to heal. More oxygen in the cells, all that good stuff. Okay.
All right. So now, if you have a template, you can use anything round that you have for your canvas. But this will help. You can trace it on a piece of paper, you know, around, and then just use your scissors to cut it out. Since this is just a lot of cottage cheese, so I'm throwaways, recycling. We're going to use these. So what I want you to do is get your sponge here, okay? And we are going to find a spot. And you know what? For whatever reason, I really wanted a bigger bin. It's okay. I was really kind of hoping to do like more part of the canvas. That's okay. I'm going to put it like right in the top right. You can put yours in the top left, top right, wherever you want.
I'm feeling the left side.
But I would say put it up, you know? Well, it could be rising, but yeah. Smack in the middle is usually not appealing with art. And we're going to do some other fun things with the rest of the canvas. All right. So, find you a spot, get your sponge in the water. You can use a paintbrush if you have it. I just didn't grab a thick paintbrush in time, so I gotta use the sponge.
Okay. Sponge in the water.
Okay, and then just, this is acrylic paint, so make sure you don't get any on yourself. Do you wanna, there's a,
Yeah, better.
right over the door, right there. You might not be able to show that on camera or turn it inside out because it's my husband's work apron, or one of them. Yeah, turn it inside out. Okay, so while she's doing that, what I'm gonna do is, I'm holding on. Now you can tape yours if you're cutting a circle and going around the canvas. It's so much easier though to like tape it and then you just have your background. So we're just gonna, basically get our background all, get it black here.
Alrighty. That's more better. Okay. So what are we doing? Oh my. How did that happen so quickly?
Man, it's not covering a whole lot. I don't know why. I've got this wet palette, so maybe it's a little too.
So we do this.
Yeah, get in the black blue. And if you want, here's makes it look like a night sky. If you are painting, you can mix black with a little bit of blue. It'll give it like a nice, like dark indigo, almost black. Like that blue black. If you're working in markers, because I told you guys, you can do this with whatever. You can do it graphite if you want to take the time, or charcoal, but just get your background dark around your moon. If you're working in markers, you could just do this or something else. You could do it in dark, and then you can go in and just maybe take a little shade of blue to go over it after with something else like a I don't know why in the world did I get the wrong side on here by accident? Because this is really doing bad. This should not. Is yours being watery too?
Yeah.
It might be the Stay Wet palette. So let's move the paint off the palette. I think it's too wet. I got too much water in it. Is what's going on. And you guys know I mostly work with oil paint, so there's my moon already. Isn't that cool?
Okay, I'm having issues because the canvas isn't opening.
You gotta hold on to it.
You know what? That's a lot of things to do at once. But I will
She's
try.
complaining. Alrighty, so what I'm gonna do right here, I'm just gonna take some of this paint here and move it because it's getting to be a little bit too wet. And that's why if you have you need to move paint around, credit card or a painting knife works wonders. Okay. We don't need the white just yet. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the white because once it's out, it dries fast. Acrylics do. All right. So, again, I guess we're giving those that have time. Oh, and if you're working with marker, there's a technique. That'll be when we get to the moon, though. So you'll still want to fill your background in. And I may even show you a little bit here when this acrylic dries in a minute. Your sponge could be a little wet too, so maybe we got those. Might want to start you can dab a little bit, Lisette, and it will. If your paint is too wet and not sticking, you can try, this for a minute. Acrylic dries pretty fast, so we can always come back to it at the end. I'm trying to see if everyone can see everything that I'm doing over here. I did it last time. I've just done knocked the easel over again.
Okay.
I'm used to working on my big, heavy duty.
We're going to be holding that for all
Can you set that up for me?
Yes.
Purdy, please. Purdy. That's how my dad would say it.
Purdy.
Dad.
Purdy.
Hey, Dad, you out there anywhere? Love you, Dad. And, let me see. Okay, here we go.
Good?
All right. My mom, too. Oh, yours is getting ready to fall. It's behind the table. The back. Take your back.
I'm trying to say that.
Pull up. The back leg is.
Still?
There we go. Yeah. Maybe I need to look at getting us some more sturdy easels, huh? What you think? All right. Well, at least I gave that acrylic a little bit of time to dry. Okay. Yeah, I'd say just get the layer on there, and then if you have to dab out to get the swirls out or whatever. I don't know. It's been kind of funky. I just think we had too much water in there in the beginning. Or it just may need a couple layers too. Paints often do that. It does with oil paint as well. So I just don't work with acrylics a whole lot, but I did paint 50 firefighters over the summer. Remember? Actually, I think I found 2 more faces in there. In acrylics.
So 52?
Man, it was a lot. There's a friend of mine, Steve Dillman, if anybody can say prayers for him. He's a retired Indiana firefighter and really does a lot for the community. He's fighting cancer. I think he got it from putting out some kind of bank fire or something sometime from, what is it, flame retardant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I not have to hold this?
You don't have to, but it might fall over. You might drop it again. I think this part, just getting in this background right now, is the worst part because it's kind of like, so yeah, if you're on something that's unsteady, you can even sit it in your lap if you need to. Yeah, it's about done. I'm just not happy with the way that background did. There it goes. It's getting darker now. Here it comes. There it goes.
Aren't you looking forward to being able to do this in person with folks?
In person? Well, yeah.
I'm looking forward to that.
There are some possible in-person classes coming up, but you know everything's kind of COVID dependent right now, so I don't even think I'm.
But outdoors we can maybe do, because it's gonna get warmer soon. Spring.
Well, I think that we're going to do the next one outdoors. What's that? What do you think?
That's what I'm.
Are you in? Are you in?
That's what I'm such a.
We're planning as we talk. She's busy. I'm busy, so we text back and forth a lot, but
We might be doing this on a jet plane. We don't know, but anyway, stay tuned.
she's gonna drag me all over the world.
In midair, we're going to be painting in midair.
Oh, and I may be painting on the beach soon.
Yeah.
We'll see. Stay tuned.
I mean, Puerto Rico. Hello.
Oh, I could paint rainforest there. I would love
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
So, that's what I was gonna say earlier when we were talking earlier on. Hey, I'm gonna tilt your phone a little bit because I'm not on your Facebook much. Here we go. Hey everybody, hope you got a good view of my nostrils. Okay,
So don't be
closer
nosy
together
now.
too.
Come on.
Don't be nosy. Oh, I love my friends. Okay, hang on a minute. Here we go. All right, so. Why is that stuck in my head? It's just a fun thing to say.
Well, I mean, that's how you start dancing.
I think it raises my vibration. So I just say it. Ma'am, and I got everybody around me singing it. Oh,
Tutti frutti.
I get music
Tutti frutti.
stuck in my
She's
head.
tutti frutti, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm fruity, all right.
Are we supposed to be recording on
We're recording,
there?
right?
On
Huh?
Facebook. No?
Yeah.
I don't know how to do
You did not record on Facebook?
that. It's just
Yeah, it
live.
says live.
Okay. But
I can't read
recording,
anything.
I don't know how to record
Sweetie, it says live, so it's recording it. Yeah.
it. That's not
Just-
what I
just
mean.
learning through me.
I mean like saving
Yeah.
it. Like saving it.
I think it does automatically, but we'll figure it out. We're gonna be.
You teach me some things and I teach you others.
So what we're gonna do, I initially meant to start streaming to YouTube, but I found out if I don't have,
Am I supposed to go darker?
yeah, well, it's just being weird. I get you more paint, or did I already get more out?
I don't know. I was really enjoying the blue in there a little bit.
Looks like I've been planting. Okay, so
Remember, I'm not the expert here. I'm new at this.
is this your second time painting?
Only second time ever.
I'm not being a very
In
good
2
teacher.
weeks. A lot's happened since I met you, Santa Claus.
I think maybe we got our sponges too wet. Do you need to drain it by chance? Huh? Let's use one because we're gonna need something maybe for gray paints. So if we get one water wet, you can go ahead. Yeah.
So just go ahead.
Oh, just squeeze it really good. Don't get it too wet. No, take it out and squeeze it over top. Get the water out. Yeah, because if it's not going on, you may have too much water if you're with acrylic.
Is this gonna come off my hands?
Yeah, well, eventually. Acrylic nails, acrylic paints. Oh God.
There goes my manicures.
You and your manicure. See, I never paint. I'm not a nails painting girl. She's.
I'm a
We're kinda opposites a
reflexologist.
little
I
bit,
have to
though.
keep my nails nice and trim.
Yeah, we are
and safe.
opposites. You like feet. You do feet. I can't even stand feet. It's got that weird like.
Listen, Linda.
Feet just are.
That's how you ground yourself. How do you walk on the planet? So
I
weird.
know, but feet are kind of gross. to
Unless
me.
you have wings and
I
you
don't know
fly.
this weird thing about feet.
Apparently, I have a fetish for feet. I don't have no idea. Okay.
You know what? I didn't even pull up a moon picture, so I'm gonna have to guess.
Washing
So,
feet is
where
not
we going?
important, but you don't want me to go there. So washing feet. Okay. Next.
Okay, so while you have a little bit of this in here, we're gonna take some white paint. Okay. Didn't I have white paint out? Yeah, I do. where's the thing? Oh yeah, okay, here it is. It's my ADD, excuse me. It's a real thing. All right, so you want some white. A little bit like, let me test it first. This. Okay, because the moon has got like those dark and white spots in it. So yeah, just get a little bit of black and a little bit of white on your sponge, okay? And then now, what you do not want to do is get the black near the edge, because we're working this in to get a gray, but it's going to give us like different, because it's not already mixed, it's going to give us a wider range of values as we work with it, if that makes sense. Okay. So I know that I was looking at the moon in the sky the other night because it was getting pretty full and I had insomnia really bad. So there was something kind of funky up here, down here, and so forth.
Wow,
so
like the
you
craters
can just
and
kind of
stuff.
dab around and get your crater in there, and then
What if mine looks like a smiley face?
you can make it look however you want, technically. If this is the part, if you're working with pens or pencils or inks, you can literally take, and I can probably do this while I'm here. I'll show you a
Mine
technique.
looks like Frosty the Snowman now.
It sure does.
It really does. That wasn't
Because
that.
you're
That was by accident, but
She
things
likes
happen.
Christmas.
Got incidents.
It does. It's actually
no
kind of
accident.
cute.
No accidents.
Maybe I
But
should make
look
it.
at it. It's Frosty. Is this the snow moon?
Does that have a
Wait a minute.
crown
Is
on
this a snow moon?
It's the snow moon, which I don't really remember exactly what.
No, that totally. All we need is a carrot. Carrot. What carrot?
She's easily
Diamonds.
amused.
Gold. A diamond. Carrot.
Easily
Look,
used.
a bunny.
So,
Terry's with us. Hey, Terry!
I can't see who's with us. I can't see anything, so I'm
You're
sorry
gonna
for not
so love
responding.
this. So
are we
I
talking
used-
at the same time again?
So I used the Waze to get to her house, and it kept taking me to your house. And I stopped the car, and I shut everything down, and I say, Tina, and it takes me to Terry's. And then so I was like, okay. You know how that happens, Terry, when we yeah, you know? Okay. So what happened was, I went and shut everything down, and then I was like, okay, Waze is taking me. Terry's not even here, she's somewhere else. And so then I used
I don't have you
Google,
on
and it
Instagram.
rerouted me. You guys are like, your house is like behind
come
each
over.
other.
We're gonna try to. I can't get you on Instagram and Facebook, so she's not. Okay.
Anyway, funny
Uh-oh.
story, true story.
What happened here? Okay. All right. So anyway, now we're getting there. Okay. So we just kind of
I'm so
sometimes you gotta
happy
lean in a little
Terry's
bit when you're
with us.
talking. I am too.
It's a triplet.
And you know what? Maybe when we
TNT.
paint outside where we have more room, maybe
Yeah.
Terry can join us. Okay. So anyway, here's the thing. I was going to show a technique for people that might have markers to work with. You could do this with pens. You could probably do it. Crayon might not, but maybe a pastel if it's at a sharp point, but you're going to wear it down quick. It's called pointillism, and one of the things you can do is just oops, I have wet paint. So it's a technique where you can make these dots. Okay, the closer together you make your dots. I really should bring this up closer, shouldn't I, so people can see. Let's see if we can go here. I have 3 cameras going, so this one's going to need to come a little bit closer because it's pretty far away. All right. So, why don't you tell me if I'm in the screen? Am I in all screens?
You're in the
All
screen,
3?
all 3.
Okay,
Just
all
focus
3.
on the middle.
All right. So I'm going to start here because obviously I don't want to be at the edge. But when you want to show depth with something, it's pointillism. The closer you get the dots together, the darker it's going to be. The more dense, basically, your dark. Excuse me. They hurt. And then as you spread them apart, maybe I can show it a little bit better right in here. And then, so see, I'm getting a pretty dark shadow there. Then as I go a little bit less on my dots, and I'm moving fast, then it gets, okay, see that looks more shadowed here.
That's really cool.
Where am I? Right here. Than where I moved away.
Come to
All
the
right.
middle.
Yeah, I'm coming around to each camera to show you. So here you go, there's that one. All right, so this is where I was working right here. Okay, so again, so there's different ways you can do things. So just because you don't have paints doesn't mean you can't do this. Charcoals and graphite pencil may do it. It would have to be a rather, where am I going with that?
All around
Not
the
walk and
world.
chew.
The moon is in rotation in the sky.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So anyway, so that's what we have there, and then so here's what we're gonna. I should have cut something out.
What happened? It was perfect.
Oh, I'm not done. I'm just. You know.
I mean, Terry, I would stop right here and think this was perfect, right? I mean, I'd be like,
So
I have no idea.
I'm going with more white, but that sponge does have some dark
So
in
wait,
it.
are we cleaning his sponges?
We may have to, and then I'm gonna fill in the rest of this moon that kind of looks,
So that.
you know, okay, yeah, I might want to go with a lighter sponge or clean my sponge out because I never cleaned mine, did I?
I can't remember.
She don't remember. So it could be time. Definitely clean. You may want to clean your brush if you're switching colors or sponges or whatever
I keep
you're
hearing bells
using.
ringing. Are your ears ringing?
My ears have been ringing for months.
What are you looking at me for?
Plus, I don't know what you have on, but it's cool. We'll have to
Oh,
talk
my friend
about
Eva gave. Oh, this is a scapula, yeah. That's a whole.
that. A what?
Holy scapula.
You and all this. Okay. You're Catholic. She does all this holy stuff on me, and I have no clue. I'm not anything. I'm just a kind of a spiritual person, but
She's my beautiful sister.
I love her.
She's magical and
She's
all the
like,
things.
has all these things. I don't know what they are. All right. So anyway, all right, here we go. So get into the white,
Okay, I'm
and you're gonna go around because we don't want the moon dark, but it does have some craters in it. So oh, look at that. See, and this is exactly what I wanted. If you can tell, because I didn't clean the sponge all the way, it gave it just a little bit of gray in here. Can you see? All right. So we'll be working on blending those colors like that. And the background will be another coat to make me happy.
So just go around my black.
Yeah, just the white and then you can go in between and smooth out the black a little bit too if you need to. See, like I didn't. Mine was a little harsh there, so I kind of made it a little bit more. Okay. And usually to me, it looks like there's like a glow around the edge of the moon. Do you notice that, Lisette?
Yes.
There's no term for that. Yeah, get a little bit more black out or get to where you don't have black on your sponge and get more white in there.
Okay. Yes, ma'am. Should I use this?
You might, well, you want
Should I use
it
a new
with
one?
the frosting.
No. Should I
Oh
use
yeah, you can. Uh-huh.
So now go white.
I'm just going with,
Do
we got enough
Do
out.
we have a puppy visiting?
Oh, one of my dogs is,
We have a puppy
scratching.
at the door.
That's happy wanting to see you. And baby cried for you earlier when you left the room, by the way.
Baby cried for me, Terry. Can you even believe what's happening here?
She's trying to work this up. That's what she's doing. She's trying to,
Cherry's like so happy she's with us.
I am happy.
She's not
she
even in
is
the
too.
state. What state
Oh
are
my
you?
God,
No, you
that's
can't.
right.
You don't have to tell us, but
No, she's probably
what
keeping us up.
state of mind is she in?
State of mind? Oh, or do we want to know?
I don't know. Okay, so
You know,
oh, that's so nice.
well, what's happened? So if you want to blend that
Oh my
more,
goodness, that looks like yin yang. Yin yang. Look, you got the yin yang in you. Just saying. I can't
Wow.
make it up, right? I told you she's magic.
So if you want to blend yours together but still make it sort of look like a snowman and in between the moon, just because hey, you don't have to make it look exactly like the moon. If you want to put a face in there, do it. I mean, it's art.
A smiley face at that.
If you wanted, just you could take it like dab in a little bit of black and a little bit of white and kind of smooth out those like first few
Can you
dabs.
show me how to, you say all this like I know.
Well,
Can you like
yeah, because you're
demonstrate
looking
on
at your
my
canvas, so you want me
demonstrate on my camera?
on your canvas? All right. Well, I don't like to normally touch other people's canvases.
But
unless
I've
they ask
given
me
her
to or have
permission.
permission.
Yes.
right.
Please help me.
So I just got a little bit of the gray and white because
Watch the magic. This is-
she has all
this is
these
when the magic
rosaries
starts.
hanging. I can't lift up your canvas.
Okay, I will listen,
I don't wanna mess up her
Linda.
beautiful
Listen, Linda.
face.
Look at that.
Listen, Linda. She's all right. Let's do this. I'm gonna need it
I will
because I don't want my booty in the camera.
Oh,
okay, so
we
gotta-
should. Can I show off
If
what
you
we
want me
did
to help you.
2 weeks ago? Look what I did 2 weeks ago. There's a dove in a tree. That's all about what we're doing with Laura. It's okay. It's all good. Nothing's broken. I did giant.
I called it an angel by accident earlier, so maybe it's supposed to be both an angel and a dove. I don't know.
Exactly.
Your black, just before it dries with acrylic, you just take I got a little bit of white with the black here to help bring this out a little bit. But if you want it to look a little bit more, and you can connect the mouth a little bit
yeah,
if you want,
great.
and then it kind of looks like, or don't know, the eyes are kind of, if you want to make it look kind of connected and sort of suggestive, you know, it's up to you. I don't want to, you do it how you want, but if you want to soften that and make it look, okay, maybe it's a moon crater, but maybe it's kind of, you know, a little bit less harsh around the edges so it blends.
I can hear what Terry's thinking. I can hear what she's thinking.
I can't, but she wants her moon to look like the snowman, and it's a snowman. Okay, so we know it doesn't look exactly like the moon, but we're having fun with it because, you know, it came through for a reason, right? And Lisette loves
My
Christmas.
husband has, can I say this, has a tattoo of a smiley face in the back of his neck. So that, it reminds me of my Lonnie. Oh.
Which I've only had the opportunity to be around a couple times. Super nice guy, from what I can
My
tell.
angel. My angel.
And I'm looking forward to hanging out with him a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to go over the background more because for me it needs to be darker because once we get the background good and dark, we're going to have some fun. If you're doing markers or something where you already have your background dark, if you want to let, well no, because he might jump that over, just let him scratch. I don't want him to knock anything over. So I'm going to go directly into the paint now. I don't want to put any water on it anymore because I think that was causing it to not stick well. It was a little bit more black than I wanted. And I'll wipe the edges of this off again and just put it back up here as I get close around to, I want more blue. There's blue. See, I like the blue in, and then the blue gives you a nice, I guess I like this and do it backwards, huh?
Yeah, because you're professional.
What are you doing? Are you slacking?
I'm like, so I love watching her paint, so because it's very healing and then mesmerizing. So I forget that I'm supposed to be doing something.
You're here to have fun.
Okay.
You paint as much or as little. No, you watch me and learn, and then you go do yours. You watch as long as you want. And I'm glad it's relaxing because they say, oh my gosh, I was just reading a study that 45 minutes of art reduces your 45 minutes, and 75% of the participants in a study had a lower cortisol levels from stress after just 45 minutes of art.
This is why we're doing it, sharing.
So we're just sharing things.
I think I wanted to know.
We were talking about raising your vibration earlier. One of the ways you can, there's several ways to raise your vibration.
Chanting.
I just told you
Do you know that
one
chanting
with
is one?
Art, singing.
Like,
Yeah. A lot of people don't know about that though.
but chanting, any
Yeah.
kind of chanting, humming,
Singing,
chanting,
humming,
singing,
whistling,
singing in the rain. Oh, that's fun.
dancing,
Dancing in the rain.
walking in nature, spending time with animals in nature.
Hug
all
a
of
tree.
that.
Hug a tree. We're gonna do that in the
For real,
rainforest.
I know a lot of people think it's corny and crazy, but not
It
necessarily.
really works. It de-stresses you.
There's a vibration that trees put out. They say an
You know that-
ox.
Do you know that thing that
channeling German.
that they can talk to each other? The trees, they can communicate with each other.
I've seen some specials on that. I find it very interesting.
And then there's a whole root, getting to the root of things. Oh, we can talk about trees all the time.
They're grounding too. So like if you're like, what do they say? If you're feeling dizzy or tired, or what are some of the things that are symptoms
Oh, grounding
that you can think of that would, or symptoms that let
Oh.
you know you need grounding?
Oh, you
like,
start to feel like you're coming out of your body like a little bit. So it's good to wiggle your toes. Because when you have anxiety, you can maybe feel like that a little bit. Kind of like disconnected, right? So wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers and then get back into your body.
You know what?
helps
You
you
mentioned wiggling the
ground.
toes to me once before. And
Yeah.
that's something I have to try because I have to ground
But
a
that's
lot.
going back to the feet, which makes you,
Well, I mean, I'm
kinda-
okay with feet, my own feet, or baby feet.
Do you remember left foot, right foot, feet, the foot book? Dr. Seuss, do you remember that?
I don't
Left
remember that
foot,
one.
right foot, feet. Feet in the morning, feet at night.
I must not have had that one for my kids because we have like a whole collection my Aunt Karen sent. Hey Amy, if you're out there, I love you. Amy's in my book, by the way. Is not a real name. It's just a term I coined her as. I guess I couldn't say. I think they were saying Auntie or Amy. Or, I don't know. I just came up with that and Mima. Who else calls her Grandma Mima or what name?
Abuela, gracias.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Abuela
Yours-
Abuela, grandmother.
is that the Spanish
Sí,
way?
the Spanish way.
Okay.
Abuelita, abuela.
I don't really know Spanish. She wants to take me to Puerto Rico, and I don't know Spanish.
You don't need to. Mira, they speak English there too, you know.
Hey,
It's
Carlos.
America.
Hey, Carlos,
I
you
want
out
to
there
be in
your life?
America. It's an American, honey.
They come to. I'm not gonna sing. Everybody will leave.
If we
Never
start
know
singing in the
time.
rainforest, I'm gonna.
Oh, I'll sing in the
We're gonna scare the
rainforest.
cookies and the.
I'm dying to go. Oh, I keep trying to tell the story and I keep forgetting to say it. I gave this huge, in college, this huge, it was like my final speech in my speech class, and it was limited to like 10 minutes, and I think I went way over my time because I got so into
So I'm
it.
supposed to have a lot more dark.
Oh, wait, I'm telling a story, sis. Yeah. And I'm telling a story about my paper on the rainforest.
Oh yes.
It was only supposed to be 10 minutes.
Tell everybody.
I got so into all the, I had no idea, I mean, about healing stuff or renewables, but it opened up my mind. All the renewable energy sources and healing properties. I got so into this and I went way over, and I've always had a passion for, you know, the earth and the environment and recycling and all that ever since. So, because we all live in it together. I mean, heck, we breathe the same air, right? So we might as well do our part to take care of it.
Well, we're gonna get better air quality
Okay.
if we can plant more trees.
Oh, yeah.
More oxygen.
The trees give us oxygen. I don't know. I think most people would know that, but I don't really know.
And they breathe in.
Is there
the
anyone
water.
out there that doesn't know trees don't give us oxygen? Just tell us in the comments.
Oh.
Okay, I'm just kind of curious. It's I'm not
I
going to
thought
jump
that
for it.
they provide oxygen.
They do.
And take our carbon.
They take the is it carbon monoxide?
Dioxide.
Dioxide? I get those two confused. I'm not.
Carbon monoxide is what you use to get a carbon monoxide detector.
It sounds so much alike. I can't.
Monoxide.
Yeah. And which one was the one in the that gets in the monoxide's the one that's deadly,
that's,
right?
Right. That's the one you
That's
would
the
use
one
as
that's
a
in the-
detector for safety because we're
That's
all
why you're
about
not supposed
safety
to
in
bring
America.
your
You gotta plug those things in because say
Certain
like a
things in your
fireplace or like if you're not getting, you can be getting.
like propane. That's why you don't bring propane.
Yes.
Is that the reason you don't bring propane?
Exactly.
I know you're not supposed to start the car with it in a closed.
Yeah, you don't
Like
do that.
some people
you
do that
open
in
up your
Texas.
garage.
Unfortunately, I think I was shocked. I just heard. I was shocked because I thought all adults knew. So why it came up? I'm like, why not? Why not take a chance to kind of tell people that hey, you have to have that.
You know what we should
Fresh
do for Safe America Foundation? We should do a video on that. And we put it on the safety app.
Maybe. Oh, hey, you didn't announce your new position.
No, no. All things coming.
Gotcha.
Lots of all the things.
Yeah, she's doing things
I'm
with her
involved
business,
with-
and
yeah, I'm
I
involved
can't
with
say anything
Lots of
that.
things.
Okay, so here we are. We're gonna have make a galaxy. But you went. I gotta go. Excuse me, Lisette. Can you entertain
fix
for a
me?
minute because I have to go. We need clean water. I meant to kind of sort of. I'm gonna use this.
Okay, what are we going to talk about? Terry, can you chime in on some subject
you got this.
matters?
One 30 seconds. I'll be.
Terry, what do you want to
know?
know?
Oh no, Happy's trying to come.
I told you, happy. Okay, so I'm just gonna continue to try to make mine half of what hers is. I'm new at this, guys. I'm a newbie, learning all the things. 1 minute, I'm an author, a published author. The next minute, I'm an artist. We don't even know. And apparently, acting is coming in, so yeah, we do that too. So you never know what life can provide, and be open to all. What are you put? Are you making like? Are you making bunny ears behind me or something? 'Cause
Okay, now we're gonna make galaxy.
Did you do rabbit ears?
Can I make your water roll?
Everybody knows I have a halo. Do it right.
I don't even know. Okay.
All right. Okay. Whoa. So
How do I make mine more better?
you need your background darker again. Did you go over it?
Yeah, but I just don't want
You
to.
got your sponge too wet. Do it one more time and don't get your sponge in the water
But
anymore.
it makes me nervous doing all that
No.
dark sky.
Because we're gonna lighten it after. Because you have to have the dark. Okay, here's the thing. This is a
Dark
cool-
night of the soul.
You have to in painting, and this is very symbolic. Listen to me,
I'm listening.
Linda.
Tina.
Alright, so, no, I love you too much for that. So, in painting, or any kind of art, you're going to get your contrast and see your light against a dark background.
Oh, Terry's saying all these things. I have to-
Okay, and vice
You
versa.
talk. I'm gonna check in on Terry.
Vice versa. And so, it's symbolic to life
She said.
Listen up. I can't control her. Listen,
Okay. I'm here.
it's symbolic to life though. You don't know the dark or the light unless you know dark. I mean, it really is a reason for it. And the more you do some inner self work and self help work, then you're going to come across these things. But it really does take knowing the darkness to see the light. And it's the same with art. It's one of the things I like about art. You're not going to be able to go paint white on the light background and get it to show really good, right? Okay, but the darker you go, the color is going to show up. So it's a contrast, and everything in life is a contrast.
Duality.
It is. And as bad as some of the experiences are, you know, in life, I found, as I've gotten older, and I hope this isn't too loud and drowning us out, I have found that, you know, things really do happen for reasons. It teaches us something, somehow. We're learning, we're growing, it teaches us, or it's teaching someone else something. Right now, I think COVID as a collective is, as horrible as it is, it's just told us that we can do things a different way. A lot of us can work from home, which personally I don't like, but a lot of people like to get out. So, you know, we're going through a lot of changes. Be patient with yourself, and
Be kind. Be kind.
be kind to yourself. You know, have some fun. Go dance. You deserve it. Go paint. Go do a
Take
garden.
a hike. Go outside. Fresh air.
Spend time with the animals and nature. It's some of the best, the healthiest things that you can do for yourself in life.
But isn't it funny? All the things you're mentioning are like they're for free, pretty much. They're all for free, and they're all natural and organic, and they feed you. Like, okay, so lately I've been thinking about the flower. You know, like sunflower, for instance, how it follows the sun, and we're like plants and flowers. We need to drink water.
What do they say? Is it
Well, mostly
75% of your body is water?
Yeah, we're mostly water.
So and most people, you know what, we grew
we need
up
sunshine.
drinking Coke. We did not have water in the houses. Coca-Cola and orange juice. I didn't start
no, they
drinking
put
water
things in
until-
our water like Tang and all the things, Kool-Aid. We was drinking the Kool-Aid.
Got water. Wendy, if you're watching, here's my cat, my friend Wendy.
I was being
Venus
funny.
House.
Drinking the Kool-Aid. I was being funny. Hi.
I missed it. 75% water, so water gives your body energy. So
Okay.
she's been drinking
Green.
Kool-Aid, I
Look,
guess. I don't know.
Look, it's green
She
for
showed up at
the
my house as well.
rainforest. It almost
I
looks
know, Wendy.
camo almost.
My best
That's
friend's
so
other best friend, which is
nice.
one of my other best friends, I
She
guess.
has like so many best friends. I don't even know what to do.
I know. You're one of them. Right?
Where am the totem pole? I'm like, do you want to talk about totem pole?
Okay.
No, we'll skip that. That'll be next
Oh.
time.
Okay, that could be a future painting. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna mix up. So I chose purple,
I love
but you can do like. So we're gonna do some galactic looking work on the background. This is the point that if you're working with markers or something else, you can use crayons on top of your dark background. You can do it over acrylics if you want. You can use pastels. You can use. I don't know, I'm probably missing something. If you're working, obviously, with pen and ink, you can't do too much more, but you're probably still working on your little dots. Okay, so, well, I've got a little bit of white, and you can use a credit card again, or I really should show you a little bit more about mixing. I'm going to pull over some of this. It's alizarin crimson, okay? It makes a beautiful, beautiful violet. And I'm going to pull over some ultramarine blue. Alizarin crimson's usually stronger. Yeah, see how quickly that turns, I'm sorry, I'm not up here. I'm looking and trying to mix. So you can see, I'm going to get it away from the,
I'm thinking about
Okay.
Wayne's World.
what are you thinking?
Because you and I are so amusing. We're funny.
All right, so that alizarin crimson's pretty strong, and so yeah, it'll turn violet real quick. So put a little bit of white in. Ooh. Okay, I'm gonna. Now that went a little bit too violet on me, so I'm gonna go over here. Okay, this is where the magic happens, guys. This is where it's gonna get really fun. All right, so this side.
Yes.
Oh, she don't have her background in yet. That's okay.
What am I supposed
Oh,
to
look at that on the knife, though.
Am I
Even
supposed to do all the purples now?
pretty. I mean, I like painting tools, or which is cool.
Am I supposed to do all the purples
We're
now?
gonna get to that. You work on your background.
No.
You're almost there. Do you still have too much water in it?
I don't know.
Dab right in.
Dabbing.
Here, dry that on the paper towel. I think you need to dry your, yeah, because your background should be dark then. I don't know why mine is.
I have no idea.
Oh, because you were goofing around in that paint.
But I'm.
She was just
I
send her to
thought
the
I was
back.
supposed to have fun.
I was sitting up to the front of the class.
I have to sit up front because I can't see very well. I always was that front seat. That front.
I mean,
row.
your moon's a snowman. Are you,
Yeah.
are you giving me my
But it's the snow moon. I didn't even
I
know.
mean, you know I love that.
Okay,
Absolutely love
that
it.
would have been nice.
Okay,
I didn't even.
is it working more now? Yeah.
I think I'm doing more better.
Yeah. And it should dry pretty quick, so that's the one thing I like about acrylics when you do have to go in over
But
the
should I be
background.
like sponge?
Yeah, if it'll
let's
do that, do it like that. I think that's what I did with mine. I was dabbing at first because it was going on thicker.
That's probably half the problem.
Mhm. And if you need the lid to go around that, to keep it.
I don't want to put a lid on anything anymore. I'm so over. Portals and doors are open. I'm not putting no lids on nothing.
Okay, so before this
Sky is the limit.
before this
Sky's the
paint
limit.
dries.
We're in the sky.
Oh gosh,
Sky.
and here's another technique too. If you have these kind of things, they're really fun. They're more. It's not really it's more of a crafty grade acrylic and not. They still work, okay, but they're really fun. They're more watery, and you can drip them onto your canvas if you want to get like the effect of a distant planet or something fun like that. For me, I am going to go back to my other sponge. I have a clean sponge. If your sponge isn't clean, clean it out.
It's dark enough for you.
And I am going to go into some of this blue, okay? And where's my moon here? You know, I think we need to tilt your phone over there just a pinch on Facebook because it's kind of pointing up. All right, so I'm just gonna go in and kind of do this. See how when you look at the Hubble
Telescope.
All right, so I'm not used to painting sideways, though, guys. So I'm gonna back up just a
Is
pinch.
Luna
And
Del
so I
Rey-
think it's
is
maybe-
Luna-
can you
I wonder-
tilt your phone just down a
I
little
wonder
bit
if
more?
Luna Del Rey is
think
like
we're not.
watching us.
Oh,
Our
he's probably out.
He's our moon, a photographer.
Oh my God, I have a friend that just is the best.
That more better?
Well, I don't know about the best, but he's really good.
Is that more better?
Is it more better?
I tilted like you said.
Yeah. I think you're kind of not showing real well. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and I'm doing like this galactic thing, right? And then I'm gonna. It's kind of. It's okay.
Do you want me to go darker? I just can't seem to go there. It's like it doesn't want to.
You got get your new black paint right here. Get more black
It
paint.
doesn't want to be.
Okay, so anyway, you know how these galaxy things. Okay, so what I did there was going on, and I don't know how well you can see. I'm gonna just try and come a little closer here. It was going on without. I got my sponge a little bit wet, and I'm going around this. Okay.
I'm gonna have to have an art
Because I want it to
gallery
look
of all
like-
this stuff.
I want it to look like a galaxy.
That looks
So
like
like
an
when I got
angel.
it,
That looks like a butterfly or an angel.
I see like a little carousel horse. I'm not trying to make it look like anything. See it?
It's a unicorn.
Unicorn! Oh my gosh, how many kids are out there looking? We can make a unicorn. So when
Or a
you
dragon.
get back to what I was saying is getting the sponge wet will give you a little less defined edges where it kind of, you know, how stuff kind of drifts out there and you have your more prominent light spots, right? See, so it gives it kind of a galactic, right?
So awesome.
See it?
So can I do that now or not?
Yeah, I would give your background needs really to be dark first. You can get a brush if you want, if it'll go on better with a brush. Maybe the sponge is pulling it off for you, I'm not sure. Let's find out. So we're gonna help Lisette because
Because I'm still new at this.
her background is
I'm
not
a
wanting
beginner.
to.
But guess what?
Let me see.
Practice makes better.
It does, and she told me she couldn't draw a stick figure, and you just saw the tree that she painted last time. So for being a beginner, where's that thing I should show them?
Beginner's
The
luck?
new moon I painted back a while back. Remember?
Yeah.
It was kind of blue. Okay, so I'm gonna get her. Excuse me for stepping in front of you, but I have to get her a brush. Let me see. That's not really an acrylic brush, and I don't think I can get to him.
So what are we doing?
Shoot. Okay, so I'm gonna come around. I can't. I have to suck it in here.
I have like an ombre kind of manicure now.
I got it.
the Tim's.
I'm getting you one.
What's that? Are you filming?
One of them just ended up on the floor by accident. Yeah, I suppose I did.
Anything can happen when you go
This will cover your canvas.
live.
Well, here, I'm sorry. Try that one.
This
Okay.
one?
Yeah.
Okay.
See if that works.
Okay, so just.
But use the side of it, not.
Oh.
So there's
See,
techniques.
it's a new technique.
Well, because the thing you don't want to do is pull your paint off, and this is like actually a bright brush. The bristles aren't that as long. I hope it works. Okay. Just sideways, straight side. Okay, like so. I got those sides loaded up. But if you use the tip, you're probably going to scrape it off because the bright brush, the bristles are a little tougher and not as flexible. If that makes sense. There's. By the way, I am building online paint classes. So if you are interested in learning more about art, brushes, painting techniques, they'll be mostly oil paints. You can subscribe. And
Next time you're.
we gotta get.
We gotta
I'm
get
gonna have
yourself
to
that
get
screw into the wall.
something. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm
Everything's
just-
falling into place.
I love her way of thinking. This is what I like about Lisette. She's just so positive. She's just amazing. And help her. Why don't you just-
It's all.
why
I'm
don't
gonna
you
just
just
hold
hold
it.
Okay, so it's all about your attitude and your reality. Like, look at all that's happening to the world, but I'm choosing to have fun, and I'm choosing to have joy. Oh, that's book 2.
It's all about choices.
That's book 2, by the way.
Do you want to announce it? Tell them.
Okay, so book 2
And
is
I'm telling you,
already.
it's an amazing kids book.
So book 2 is
Amazing. I've
already
read it.
written, and Miss Erica Ramsey, our professional illustrator, is working up all the things. So the first book being Spirit of Love Through Forgiveness is kind of like before Hurricane Maria, and then the second
I
book
got a lot
will
of
be
Florida friends probably watching too, so they'll remember
the
that.
second book will be The Spirit of Joy Through Gratitude. And you know, things happen in the world, natural disasters, deaths, illnesses, and we have a way to bounce back because we have joy, and joy is everlasting. It cannot be
And you don't know
extinguished.
joy if you don't know sadness, right?
Right? And
Think
you just,
about
you know
that.
how you can be happy, it's fleeting. It's like you can be really happy and then you stub your toe and you're not so happy. But joy is
Usually
that,
say a few
joy
choice
is
words.
that is like that is a light inside of you that can't be extinguished.
And it really is about choice. It's just it's choosing your emotions and your attitude
Trust
and your
me, the
thought
children in
process.
Puerto Rico, after all they've been through, or many kids that go through natural disasters, in a few minutes, it's so interesting. They like want to go outside and play the ball or something. You know what I mean? Kids can
So maybe
bounce
they
back.
know to reset. That's a way to reset, to
It's
elevate.
about they choose.
I
to
do
like,
think sometimes that in society, you know, we're pushed so hard that we forget to return to those natural, I guess you would call them instincts, right?
And so when we focus on
Behaviors.
what we're grateful for, like everything can shift in your life.
And it is so true. That started happening for me a few years
Gratitude,
ago.
right?
I started a gratitude journal, and you know what? If you think about it, I mean, just being thankful for a roof over your head or the pillow you sleep on,
Just makes
a good cup of coffee. It doesn't have to be,
Yeah.
you know, it's starting that simple because it shifts your mindset from focusing on negative emotions
And
and
again,
fear.
that's going back to the present, being really present in everything you're doing, every little task, doing the dishes, having your
Yeah.
coffee. I mean, that's the best part of my morning, is that cup of coffee.
Oh God, I could sit in my chair with my
But
coffee
imagine
for
if
way
you
too
just
long.
be grateful for everything, like, be grateful that you can fold clothes and you can wash dishes without.
I have to remind myself that because I really don't like to
Do you know that other
do
people-
laundry, but I remember my mom and I, when I was little, we had to go to the laundromat. And so, you know, I have to take myself back out of that. Like, I don't want to do laundry today, but God, thank God, at least I don't have to go to the laundromat anymore. And I
You
have
know
a
what?
washer and
You know what I
dryer.
was thinking? Like in America, we are so blessed, right? And we're always thinking like way back in the past, you know, things were different. They didn't have dishwashers or washing machines. But guess what? Many parts of the world they still don't.
I used to have to get up and
It's
change
their
my TV
reality.
channel.
It's not something that back in the day you da. No, that's still their life. They have to carry water on their head from the river. See, I'm grateful. I'm so
Right. So what we're going to do next, while Lisette's painting her the rest of her background, is we're going to play some more with this background.
I want more blue.
And I'm going to show you some splattering. Put blue in it. Absolutely. There's blue paint there if you can squeeze it right on this canvas. But so what we're going to do is do some splattering techniques. So what you want to do is get your brush wet, okay? or your paint.
You know what's so funny? I was scared to make it dark.
I think I need a little bit more.
I
Yeah,
literally
that's
had
going to show the
fear.
light.
I literally had a little fear
To have
about
the
it.
dark, to have the light,
But
baby.
you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that process.
Yeah. So, it's the moon, so you have to have it dark for the moon to show up. I'm going to cover my moon because I don't want it to splatter onto it. So, hopefully Lisette's done with this because I just kind of grabbed it.
I'm
from
just
her.
like
Whatever.
I'm in action here, moving.
Okay, so what you can do here is take your thumb. This is fun. And bam. Okay, I don't know how well, so I might bring it up closer, Lisette, because I don't know how well they can see what I'm doing. So I think I'm going to come up and go a little closer. I don't know if this is showing. All right. And I put a little bit more white in, and of course I want this to vary anyway, so. I had a boo-boo. You know, it's
Ooh,
it's
la
a star
la.
system. It's a star system.
Are you splattering paint now?
Oh yeah, I like to have
It's
fun.
getting messy in here. Okay.
Go.
Scary girl.
I need more water is what I'm going back for because it gummed up. So if something like
So
that
they're
happens,
really
but I'm okay. I just go with it. It
You
looks
talked
like
about that last time. There are really no accidents because you can always kind of, work with it.
Or,
I like that a lot.
Oh, I just got so much on my thumbs that I can't. So what you do is and you don't have to have this kind of brush, but a thicker bristle brush will do it. Okay, so can you see? So I'm bringing this up and show you individually here. I'm gonna have to take this off. This has gotta go. All right, so hopefully you can see what just happened here. And I feel like this is kind of dark, but I don't know if it's the way the phone is showing. So I'm gonna there. All right, and then here I'm coming over to Instagram. We're on Instagram too, under Tina's Fine Arts. And you can follow Lisette Perry. Is it for peace sake, Lisette? For peace, the number 4.
Yeah.
4, the number 4.
Number
Peace sake. Isn't that a cool name?
Or peace.net. That's my website.
So that's where we're at so far. Now you can go along and do more colors. You can do light blue. You can put in some orange. You can take the paints like I showed you, like these. Actually, this might look cool too. Put some of that in the background, and then I think
I kind of like the hazy around my moon. What about
the moon does that often, and I do too. Or you can use that lid again.
No, I said no lid. Listen, Linda.
Whoever created that Listen Linda, that video was so cute.
I didn't know about it until she started saying it to me. And
We say it at home. Listen Linda. Often we don't listen to each other. We talk, you know what I mean? We want to be heard, but we forget we have to listen. Or maybe we're not really hearing the person.
I had to work on listening skills, and I still do. I used to work for the phone company in Florida for a little bit, and it's in my book that she's not read yet. But anyway, it's an ongoing joke because she's busy. She's not read my book, but I read hers. Hers is shorter though, to be fair. Anyway, so
All the things.
I gotta play with her and let her have fun. But anyway, when I worked for the phone company, they gave us some really cool courses, and one of them was on listening skills, which was really cool.
Oh my goodness! Did you get paint on the ceiling?
Oh, there's paint everywhere in here. It's like our studio. She's just not noticing.
There's a
it.
galaxy up
Where did I put the lid again?
I told you we don't put a lid on anything anymore.
I need a lid. I'm gonna get my moon splattered. Okay, well I have to stay away. So I use turquoise now. Yeah, I could use some white, but it's kind of cool, right?
Yes, I love it. This is historical. That's awesome. Like, and you think.
So you know what I'm
like,
thinking?
oh,
I'm thinking we should do a full moon every month, just because it's so much fun. I just think we just need to do a moon painting every month.
I'm gonna need an art gallery to hang all my artwork. Coming soon to. Oh, you never know. This is a great year, 2020. I don't know. All right, what am I doing next? Is that dark enough for you?
You're brushing your paint off. That's what you're doing. Just brushing your paint off. Stop
I'm
fooling
just-
with it.
Okay, you told me to do that.
Okay, you
so
gotta
I
let
did
it dry for a minute in your background though.
I think it's dark enough.
Well, if you like it that
Because I'm
way,
gonna-
if you're satisfied with it, if you don't want your background like a real solid smooth black, it's just cool. It's
Yeah.
really your choice, guys. It really
It's
is.
just
It's your art.
speaking to
you
me
know?
right now,
Yeah.
and so I'm gonna go with
So
I
we're
really
gonna-
love my little snowman there. It's hysterical.
Here we go. By the way, there is, I don't know how well this works with acrylics. I assume it works, but I totally forgot about this. I don't get paid for advertising
Now
anybody,
she tells
but
me.
This stuff is my favorite.
So that
Liquid
takes
gloves.
us off, or
It protects your hands.
so I was supposed
use
to put it on
I
prior to
forgot.
this.
I was rushing around. Anyway, so it was a busy day. But now we're here. We're having fun. We're breathing.
Are you breathing? Okay.
The release with the breath is, and breathe in really deep, and you envision breathing in light and healing energy. I'm out of the picture a little bit here. So
I like to picture it as white light in and
I like to picture it as white light in and
Dark,
then
like the
blowing
gray out.
the negativity out. And that has helped me so much.
in with the good, out with the bad.
Yeah, so and then just,
We talked about that last time.
and it really does release so much energy. And you know what I've caught on to? Before I started breathing, even when I would get real frustrated, I'd be running around, all of a sudden be like, and that's kind of my
Huff and
body's
puff.
natural way.
Isn't that what they say? Huff and
of-
puffin'? Huff and
Yeah.
puff.
Getting huffy or puffy or whatever. But isn't it your body's natural way of just releasing what's frustrating you anyway?
Or do
Did
you
you
ever
ever
hear
do it?
yourself just sigh? That's a really cool one. When you're like, ah. That's a nice one. You don't sigh?
I don't sit still very often. I suppose I do. I don't know. But yeah.
I've seen you sigh when you're happy about something like, aww. She'll text me that all the time. AWWWWW.
I do.
Aw.
I'm a R. I'm in awe a lot. I'm about done.
I'm done too.
You done? Okay. Well, I hope everyone has had a great time. Enjoy your full moon.
Yeah, and guys,
It's-
if you have any ideas or suggestions on what to do maybe next time, that'd be kind of cool too if they wanted.
Well, okay. So for me, and I don't know if you're planning to join me because I don't know if your schedule is with your daughter and everything. But in 2 weeks, roughly about 2 weeks, I'll announce it soon.
Okay.
We'll do
Well,
another manifesting painting. This is a release one. We'll do another manifesting.
we're gonna go into some meditation and about it, and we'll see what comes.
Yeah, we will.
Keep you posted.
I'm thinking about symbols. Symbols are very, there's certain things that I'm painting in my courses that we won't be doing online. That'll be course
But like
related.
in Egypt, remember the hieroglyphics? and
I
stuff?
would love to get in, and symbols really intrigue me. There's
You know who'd be great?
the Unilome. Oh, remember me sending you? I just sent it to Alice. If Alice is watching, Alice is one of my best friends that I'm painting for her new salon, Alice Claxton in Chicago. Alice Styles, I think, Instagram. I think she has a Facebook page too. I'm not sure. I did hair with her back. She's still doing it. She's been doing it a while. She's good. But anyway, so when I get done with that, where was I going with this? 'Cause
Hieroglyphic symbols.
the hieroglyphics.
But you know who could help us
Oh,
with that?
just-
Zad. Zad could give us a
He
little
could.
input.
That and a buddy of mine that does tours down the Nile. And the Unilome is what I just sent to Alice earlier. It's
I don't
got
know
to do with the
anything about that.
cycle. I sent it to you a long time ago. It's really cool, and the breath symbol's really cool too. They're beautiful.
See,
All kinds of symbols. So
see, we
I'm-
can always learn. Every day we can learn something new.
oh my gosh, yeah. There's and I love the meaning behind the symbols. If you're not familiar with them, maybe I'll post them in the thread later, or heck, just come back. We'll paint one in a couple weeks. There it is. It's done.
There
And,
it is. She said it. There it is.
And then we'll make other plans too. There's going to be a lot more happening, right?
Sure.
And Lisette and I
All the things.
also we're going to be streaming. So this is going to get more streamlined. I'm planning to stream it so that it'll be easier here for everyone to watch this in the future. So thanks
Tell
for
your
following
friends
us.
and share.
Yeah, share out. Tell your friends. Follow Lisette at For Peace Sake. Follow me at Tina's Fine Arts.
And
Subscribe.
Flora.
I'll keep you updated directly in
And
your
the
email.
wildlife.
You know, we talked about it in the beginning.
Did you say it's wildlife?
My Wildlife. Yeah, my book, My Wildlife. So you can see that on my website. You can subscribe there. I never sell or share anyone.
She can paint anything. People commission. Can I show that?
Yeah, it's not done yet.
Alright,
but you can
so
show it. This is my girlfriend Alice.
People commission her to paint. Look at that.
I worked on the hair, which her name is Alice Claxton with a C. So we decided to make the hair strand look like a C. And she lives in Chicago, and I think she's a pretty big Cubs fan. And there's just a lot of symbolism I see in the salon.
You know, cutting cords.
Cutting off hair is like resembling cutting off the old.
But cutting hair, you get rid of emotion, right? The old, like when you cut.
I think I read something about that. Yeah.
But like
I'm
cutting
not wrong.
cords, all the things.
So this is going right under the clock that
Ooh, the clock.
she has.
See?
That she and I got one almost just like it.
Sis, that one of your paintings has in your book. It has the hair like the blonde lady with
It's
the
on the
hair.
cover.
Yeah, show them. Where is it?
Hang on a second. Let me finish.
I'll hold it. Okay.
So I gotta finish the
I'm
scissors.
sorry, I get so excited. Everything's next.
So I gotta get her scissors done, and then this will be going in her salon under her clock. That's just like the one I had, and we worked for. Rest in peace, Steve Finley, up in the clouds, but amazing guy. Threw the best Christmas parties every year, and we both still have our clocks, and we treasure them. She's one of my best friends, and she's in my book, My Wild Life. If
Didn't
you want to
you show
read
me
about
her clock?
Alice and I's little.
Showed me her clock, didn't you?
Yeah, it was in my bathroom.
Where's
Always
your
have
book?
it in my
Show
bathroom.
them.
Oh, right here.
Oh, I can show my book too. I have it.
But it's probably backwards, isn't it? Is it backwards? Or do they show? Yeah.
See
I
the
don't know.
hair?
So well, that's something else we have to figure out technologically. Anyway, oh yeah, so Alice. She is a cool chick, a great girl, a wonderful person, and a great hairstylist. And you can read about some of our, how we met, which was really cool. And we've been friends ever since. And we had a few little crazy escapades.
Because you were
But-
young. That was fun.
Yeah. So anyway, and there's a lot of cool stories in here. A lot of fun.
There's a correlation here with Flora and the Wildlife.
They're both healing books, I think. Mine's on
Spanish and
self-help.
English. English and Spanish. Look, Erica, these illustrations are phenomenal.
Yeah, she does.
And she promises to not disappoint for the next book.
Did Erica do those? Did she do those digitally or did she do them by hand? I've never asked because I was writing my own
She
book.
did them by hand and then put them in.
Don't forget to look here because we're on YouTube too,
Yeah.
or it will be.
I mean, she like drew and painted all
Okay. Yeah, it does look like
that. And guess
Paint,
what? The
maybe,
Flora
yeah.
doll's being made by
Tack.
Tack. We met her by God Incident, and she's a
Oh my
sister.
God, at summertime, the gallery
a
I helped
fashion
move
designer.
today. Oh my God, her stuff's incredible.
And we won't talk about that.
Her stuff
can make
is
it.
incredible. So I did tag. I don't know. We'll have to tag her in the post because I don't know how to spell her last name. Or do you know?
D. Guzman. But it's called.
We'll have her come paint
Yeah.
and tell her stuff sometime with us. I think she
But
will.
lots of all the good. And she has the
Yeah.
most amazing story and her paintings, and you can feel emotion in every single painting.
I'll show you real quick. It's about 154 pages. I covered a little bit. COVID delayed my exhibition. I got some photos. There's my old boss Jack Newby, my wedding photo, friends. But it really, I take you through being introduced to art. I was actually found painting in my baby crib, and then I gave up on my dream, and then I got my act together, and I was able to come back to it once my children got old enough, and I don't think I'm ever going to stop.
Isn't it funny how your dreams find you again? Like there might be a fork in the road, right? Because life, and you always find your way back to your destiny.
If you listen,
She's part of my destiny, but.
we're long lost.
Well, we love you guys.
So
Thanks for,
sisters,
yes.
right?
Thank you so much for spending time with us.
Yeah, and tinasfinearts.com. I'll be able to send you a newsletter. Do you have one you send out yet, Lisette?
No,
Or
not
no? Yeah, I'll take care of it for now, and I'd be glad to connect with you
And
again.
don't forget to smile and shine on and dance.
Remember these breathing techniques too. So when you ever get, if you ever get frustrated or feel like it's sit and do that. Just go, let it out, release. Self-care, self-love. One of my favorite things is a hot candlelit bath and I got Tack's new salts to try. So
Oh, yeah.
she makes those nice bath salts.
And even just automatic writing, people say journal your feelings and purge.
Oh, God, there's so much we have to give you to help you with.
You don't have to dot your I's and
Yeah.
cross your T's. You can just really just flow. Just
Yeah.
whatever comes out.
Mhm.
All the things.
Put it in a God box, or I don't know, what do you call it? So, not everybody calls it God because we all have different beliefs, but you just give your fears to, put them away somewhere else. Just give them away. I like the idea of the God box.
Some
and just
people
let
burn them.
a higher.
Some people burn them. Some
Oh
people
yeah,
bury them.
burn and release. And
Time capsules.
Are you
know,
cool with
whatever.
me mentioning now's a good time to do it?
I mean, I don't know.
All right, that's cool. All right, so
Look at our haircuts. Look.
I don't cut my hair. I just trim my ends.
She does all the things. Yeah, she
she's
does
a
all
beauty queen.
things. All right, we better let them go.
Yeah, we gotta go. All right, everybody. We hope
Enjoy
we gave you
the new
helpful
moon.
tips.
Enjoy the moon, guys.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy. Oh, and if you want to share your work, I'd love
yeah, send
to
pictures,
see your
send
works,
pictures.
your paintings. Just post them under the thread here.
Look, the moon's right
All right.
Oh.
Yep, that's it.
Bye.
Bop, beat up.
Peace out.
Bam. Ciao. Have a good night, guys. Okay, you got to turn off the live. I don't know how to stop it. We're still live. I think my there it went. Maybe close off. Okay,
All right,
stop
so now
recording.
it's